probably best. This is part of the show where the father of the bride gets up and says how happy he is to have insert groom's name here. As a member of the family. He says wonderful things about the groom's relatives. See, I've got to keep looking at this. And he thanks all the close and dear friends who have come to share this wonderful event. That's what normally happens. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, okay, you know me, that's all I can do. Because I'm not happy. Okay? Okay, the father of the bride basically has one job, right?
Pay the bill.
I walk her down the aisle and I give her hand to some guy. Stand there. Okay? That's it. That's it. And I'm giving her hand to some guy that she's known a fraction of the time that she's known me. Think about it. I'm supposed to be happy about giving my child away. Okay? That's sick. I'm pretty sure that in most instances, it's actually illegal. But here we're supposed to celebrate it. Okay, now you have to admit that after the vows, I'm not quite as unhappy as but that plays against the whole theme of my speech here, so we're going to ignore that. It's one page. It's one page. It's type 6 font. But it's one page. Okay? Now, I'm sure that, my baby girl's happy, and that makes me happy. Okay? But not that happy. I'd like to think that she was happy when she was living with me. I fed her, I bought her clothes, I gave her her own room that she didn't have to share with some guy. For 16 years, I drove her to her appointments, and then after that, I taught her to drive herself to them. I taught her how to swim, how to throw and catch, how to ride a bike. I taught her how to act on stage in front of hundreds of people. In short, I took care of her. Now I'm supposed to just turn that over to some other dude. Are you going to take care of my little girl?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad you do. That was not a rhetorical question. Are you going to take care of my little girl? Yes. Yeah, that's a correct response. Now, I don't want you to take this personal. The simple truth is, you're just not good enough for my daughter. But it's not personal because Paul is not good enough for my daughter, and Andrew's not good enough for my daughter, and I was not good enough for his daughter. Okay? Not anymore. Okay. And you know who knew? Okay, I said that wrong. God knows I'm not good enough for Diane, and you know who knew that more than anybody else? Her father. It would have been funny if I said it right. He didn't like me from the very first moment. And when my parents, where's my mom? She got up and left. When my parents met Diane, they knew she was out of my league and I was never going to do any better than her. Okay? But her father didn't like me. And that it may be hard to believe, but I don't always make the best first impression. okay, because I'm very wealthy. And I had just had double rotator cuff surgery.
Oh my God, that's right.
And Patrick came up and put me in this big bear hug, going, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" Maybe you just didn't notice the big black sling that I had. I was all trussed up like a Thanksgiving turkey. And he's... So I went, "Oh, here's a guy I hope she sits with." Yeah, you seem like a really friendly guy. We had a big argument about sports. And, you know, I respected that, despite knowing clearly how wrong you were. You weren't afraid to continue, and I respect that. And even after you two had been dating for a while, you were never afraid to, you know, friendly debate over politics or, you know, whatever the news of the day was. Again, knowing how obviously wrong you were, and knowing that one day you would have to ask my permission for this union. You still argue with me. I gotta get you. But a word of advice, okay? You can challenge my arguments. Don't ever challenge her. Because my baby will rip your heart. One of my proudest moments was when she was suspended from school for 5 years. Okay? Were you the girl that she saved?
I didn't even ask for it.
Standing up for her.
That's right. Well, this other girl was bigger. The school told her not to come back for 3 days, and I told them they were morons and took Sarah out for food. It was a movie, because she had the courage to step in. So I did not remember that was you. But she had the courage to step in and save your ass. While everybody else was just standing around watching. And the school thought that there was something wrong with that. And I know that Sarah would get involved in any injustice that she saw and not be one of these people with their cameras out taking photos of the thing just to post on YouTube. She's never been afraid of taking on. She's never been afraid of taking on new challenges, whether it was telling an adult to get out of her chair when she was 3. God, I love that. She'd walk up to somebody. They were in her chair. Whether it was flirting with strangers at the pool when she was 4, she would like to stretch. Singing and acting in front of hundreds of people on stage at age 8. And now as an adult, she is a college graduate and has moved up the ladder of her profession in record time. I love you with all my heart, and I'm so proud of you. And the courage you've shown here today, taking on this new project. You really have your head out there. And Patrick, damn son, you lucked out. Like me, you married up. And I changed this word. I originally said I trust, I hope, no. I expect you will spend the rest of your life trying to make her happy and earning